So you've decided you're going to go on a diet, but you're concerned whether or not you can keep cheese involved in that diet. The short answer is yes, but you're probably wondering which cheese options are going to be the best options in order for you to achieve your goals, especially when it comes to the context of weight loss and staying in a caloric deficit. So here's my top 4 healthiest cheeses. Now, for the sake of this, for all these cheeses, we're going to talk about one serving size when it comes to these numbers. One serving size being at least 1 ounce or about 28 grams. So let's start with mozzarella. Mozzarella is going to be the catch-all when it comes to things like sandwiches and wraps, because unlike cheddar and unlike Monterey Jack, I think mozzarella offers the most versatility and kind of the easiest flavor across the board. 85 calories, 6 grams of protein per serving. And most of the time, both in shredded and sliced form, you can find it in reduced or even non-fat choices. So it covers across everything. Add it to sandwiches, add it to wraps. Hell, something I've been doing recently is I'll take kind of like a ground chicken, put it into patties, slap one of these mozzarella cheese slices, a little bit of marinara sauce. You can have healthy chicken parm, and if for an extra bonus, you put it over some skinny pasta and you have some real low calorie items right there. But if you're going to be going to the store and looking for a slice or shredded, mozzarella is definitely the way to go. My number 2 is feta cheese. Now this is more so for the context of salads. Yes, blue cheese isn't that far off in the macros, but feta doesn't smell and look like mold. So there we go. Feta it is. At 75 calories and 4 grams of protein per serving, you can go pretty heavy on the feta without really increasing the calories too much. And it definitely is an alternative to ranch, especially in salads, because ranch, unfortunately, ranch has a lot of calories and it offers not too much of a benefit outside of that, other than tasting amazing. But feta as a salad topper is always a good move, and oftentimes how people eat it anyway. So it's like, when you find foods that are already kind of on their own pretty healthy, you don't have to make a lot of changes, that's usually pretty exciting. So if you're going for salads, feta is definitely my choice. My next cheese is going to be cottage cheese. Now, cottage cheese is incredibly powerful. Some people like it by itself. I personally don't. Some people like it with fruit. I personally don't. But cottage cheese is incredibly moldable, especially if you blend it. Because when you blend it, you kind of whip it up and it just becomes more of like a cream consistency, more like a sour cream than it is like a kind of like a chunky cheese. So something you can do, for example, is you take a cottage cheese and I'll take like Frank's buffalo sauce and some cheese and I'll blend it up to make like a cheese melt dip and then add shredded chicken to it, and then you have buffalo chicken dip. That's high in protein and low in calories. You can also take cottage cheese and make kind of sweet spreads that are high in calories. Like some people I've seen will take cottage cheese and like strawberries and berries and kind of blend it together to make like almost like a makeshift cream cheese over bagels that's high, once again, high in protein, low in calorie. Cottage cheese is very moldable. You can change the taste of it really easily, and it's so simple because it's so high in protein. It's such an excellent option to get your protein in. And then what I believe is the strongest one is Parmesan cheese. Now, Parmesan cheese, 111 calories for 10 grams of protein. Now, in terms of the ones on this list, it's the highest in calories. However, shocking how much a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese is. The other day, I grabbed a bowl of broccoli and I went to put some Parmesan cheese on it. And I thought to myself, damn, the serving's only like a tablespoon. There's no way that's gonna be that much. There's no way it's enough. Took my tablespoon, I started kind of just sprinkling it on. I was shocked at how much of my broccoli, because I would say this was a considerably large bowl of broccoli. So much of my broccoli was covered up by this Parmesan cheese. And it was so surprising and in such a good way. You can carry a lot of Parmesan. Plus, Parmesan cheese tastes great on a lot of things. Hell, throw it on meat, throw it on vegetables, throw it on peppers, broccoli, asparagus, Brussels sprouts. It doesn't matter. Parmesan cheese is such a good layer, and you don't need that much to get like an intense cheese flavor out of it. So it becomes such a great way to not only up your protein, but not feel like you're eating diet food. Because if it's covered in cheese, it doesn't feel like it's on a diet, but imagine it is. Because diets aren't supposed to always be restriction. You're supposed to be able to find ways to kind of level things out to make it a much more sustainable thing. And Parmesan cheese is a great way of doing that. And if you stick to these 4 cheeses, you'll find it's a lot easier to enjoy your diets and a lot easier to find your protein goals and stick to your caloric deficits to find your weight loss goals. And I have spent a lifetime trying to figure out the best way to maintain my weight and to lose weight. And what I found is that these 4 cheeses are the most important. So be sure to like this video because it obviously helps me out, especially as a small creator, and subscribe if you'd like, only if you'd like, to enter some more insight on things that I've learned over the years about weight loss and nutrition and how it can become sustainable and even fun. Until next time.